take it at the 37. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. On third down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for him with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the... Completion on first down. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. He'll let it go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain that time on the completion. It'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. Able to push his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progression. He decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Buying time to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Morstead out now following.